Okay, guys, I got an RU match here against this guy, NicksLigit, and kind of looks like he might be running a rain team, so I got to watch out for that. He has some things that could probably benefit from him, and I figure me leading off with my Scyther is my best bet. I don't see anything on his team that can outspeed it, and I can just U-turn off and go into some another threat that can threaten out whatever he brings in. So he's going to actually lead with his Quillfish, which is actually a pretty good lead against this thing, but I don't see the Intimidate. So I'm thinking Aerial Ace should be able to maybe 2-hit KO him because I am Choice Banded and Technician boosted. And it looks like it's going to be able to as Quillfish sets up a layer of Spike. So I'm thinking this thing, I didn't see any item either, so I'm not sure what it might be. Maybe it was I don't even know. Focus Sash as a lead. I know they carry Destiny Bomb, but I'm not sure. Anyways, he switches into a Steelix, which can wall this bug to hell. I mean, it's gonna wall me all day long. So I need to figure out how to get this Steelix out the way, so my Scyther could probably do a lot of damage to the rest of his team. So I'm gonna go into Pidgey here, my Mandibuzz, so I can set up taunts on this thing if he didn't want to set up rocks on that exact turn. But it looks like he did set up rocks, so now I can just go for the knockoff. As long as I can knock off Steelix's leftovers here, he won't have a sturdy, so I can bring something in and finish him off and not worrying about him being up at sturdy and living and stuff like that. So I just went for that, and that's a good play. And he decides to start phasing my team out, getting some damage on, because he does have one layer of spikes, and he does have stealth rocks up. So it looks like he's running maybe as kind of a phasing team because he has a lot of entry hazards, looks like. So I'm going to set up the Sunny Day with my Chlorophyll Tangrowth and hope he's just going to be threatened out maybe. But he just goes for the Roar again, and I had super effective moves on him. I have the Earthquake and I have the Hidden Power Fire. So I don't know. I probably should have went for one of those, but looking back at it, I think I still kind of made the right choice. He roars me into Snowflake here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rapid spin off because if he wants to keep roaring me, he's not gonna be getting any damage in on me because I will get rid of his entry hazards right now. He decides to go for the gyro ball and take out my rapid spinner, which is pretty good play on his side because if he wants to set up all of his entry hazards, now my rapid spinner is out the way. So if he does get a chance to set back up his entry hazards, they will be there for good. I'm going to go back into my chlorophyll Tangrowth here so I can throw out a hidden power fire in the sun, most likely to straight take this thing out. That way he won't be able to have his rocks back up on the field and he won't be able to be phasing me out. So that's good. And since I got the knockoff and got rid of his leftovers, his Steelix's sturdy was broken and it allowed me to finish him off. So now he's going to go with this bug. Don't even remember the name of this thing, but I know it's fast and I know it could probably kill me in one hit. So I'm going to switch out into a resist as in my Scyther. And like I said, I'm pretty sure Scyther can damage a lot of his team here since it looked kind of weak to it after Steelix is gone. I could probably just choice banded U-turn could do a lot. I like to go for the aerial ace on that turn though. Just kind of thinking it hit what's in front of me. No need to over predict right now. I think I have the upper hand. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of feeling like I do right now. Especially since I got his stealth rocker out the way and I have things weak to stealth rock. It's nice to have that gone. I'm going with Mini Thorn, figuring it is either going to go for the Volt Switch or the Gear Grind, and I could probably wall this thing and maybe throw out a T-Wave if I needed to. He goes for the Hidden Power, which I'm not sure what it was. If it might be Grass, I'm guessing, from that damage, maybe. I'm not sure. But I don't know why you would go for Grass on a Scyther also. I don't know what that was. But he switches out and goes into something 4 times weak to grass, which I'm not sure why. And I figured I could probably wall this thing because both its dual stabs is rock and water I resist. So I'm not sure why he switched into this. But I'm going to switch out just because I figured if it brought it in, it probably has something super effective against me. So I'm going to go into Miss Bowser here. Maybe he's just going to go for the superpower because I think these things does carry it. That's why he'd bring it in. But he goes for the Rain Dance. So he does have a little bit of a rain team going, which is kind of cool. He's running like a pseudo rain team. I'm kind of running like a pseudo sun team. That's kind of fun to see in RU. So I don't want to stay in and take a waterfall. This thing is probably Swift Swim, so I'm going to switch out in a Mini Thorn, knowing, like I said, I could probably take anything it wanted to go for, even Rain Boosted Waterfalls. I can resist it, get some damage on it with the Iron Barbs and Leech Seed, and I can probably T-Wave this thing. I believe that's what I'm going to want to do, because, it's nice to get things with Swift Swim slower, so really they can't outspeed my whole team and kill me. So I'm going to go ahead and I believe go for the T-Wave as he switches. Yeah, I do. I go for the T-Wave, just kind of want to hit that thing. He switches out. I get this thing T-Waved, which isn't that really bad either, because these things are fairly fast. But I don't know. They're all right. I think they have a pretty decent base speed. So I'm gonna switch out an I Bug You again, thinking he's just gonna want to set up some more layers of spikes, and it is what he goes for. And now I threaten him out, so I can go for the aerial ace again if I choose to, and he knows he'll be able to easily KO him. And I knew he was going to switch out, or I figured he would anyways. I guess I don't know for sure, but I figured he would want to switch out because he did last time. So I'm just going to have choice band U-turn on something, and it almost KOs this Kabutops. And I don't have anything actually to outspeed it right now, so I didn't have anything to go into. So I go back into Mini Thorn, knowing if he wanted to hit me, it would be as he's gonna die from the iron barbs anyways. So that's what's going on. He does just go for the attacking move, I guess, just to get damage in on me. And this thing's gonna go ahead and get finished off. As I set up a layer of spikes, he couldn't switch back in anyway, so I guess he had to stay in and do that. So I got up 2 layers of spikes now, I believe I do. And he brings in this lantern, and I'm like, okay, I don't think a lantern can hurt me either. Another thing I resist both of its stabs from. So I'm gonna throw up a leech seed. May as well sap some health back from it because lanterns have like super high HP. So if I can be spreading that HP back to my mini thorn or to whatever else I want to switch into, that's gonna be a nice thing. Lantern is going to take some, a lot of leech seed damage right here, and I'm going to get a lot of the health back. So he switches up and goes to Ice Beam, which isn't really doing that much. I figured this is a really good time for me just to set up my spikes, and the rain stops, so that's kind of cool. And here, I think he might just want to get out of here because he can't really do anything to me. He's, I think I'm gaining more health from Leech Seed than he's dealing with any of his moves. So he decides to go for the Heal Bell here, which is gonna take off the Paralyze off of his Quillfish, which I don't know if that's a big deal. It might be. We'll see. But I guess, if he wanted to outspeed something, now he'll be able to. I get up my last layer of spikes, even though his Quillfish will die. No, it won't die in entry now. It still has a pretty good health, so it'll still live. But I got up a lot of that. I'm getting my health all the way back past half now from all this Leech Seed. So he's going to have to switch out, go back into his Quillfish here, and take a bunch of damage. As I just go for the Gyro Ball just because I could stay in and try to get some health back. But he goes into his Quillfish, resists that. Doesn't quite kill him. I could take him out on this turn, but I think he's just going to go for the spikes and not try to go for anything else. It looks like his mind is set. I want to set up some toxic spikes or something, but or regular spikes or entry hazards because that's what he's been doing. I see Destiny Bond, so I'm like, okay, this thing is probably just going to want to Destiny Bond me, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to taunt him so he can't Destiny Bond. But he decides just to set up some spikes on that turn, even though he probably, I don't know. I don't know if he has a water move. I figured he would, so he might want to go for it, but I don't know. We'll see. I taunt him, so he can't Destiny Bond me as he sets up some spikes. I'm going to go back into Mini Thorn, hoping he's just going to want to go for a water move to hit me. And he does, so the Iron Barbs got 2 kills now. That's 2 kills for Iron Barbs on Mini Thorn. So that's good. And Iron Barbs finishes off the Quillfish. So it's looking pretty good for me. I got up a lot of my entry hazards up, and he has a lot of things that are levitating or flying, so they're going to be taking a lot of damage from that. And he brings in back into his little bug type thing here, and I figured I could probably take it. And I just went for Gyro Ball here because I know this thing's super fast. I'm super slow, so it should do a bunch, and it did do quite a bit actually for it being, a Pokemon that's not fully evolved and stuff. So it actually is going to be able to take him out. So that's awesome. That's 3 kills this Mini Thorn has got off of, or Pharaoh Seed anyways. Mini Thorn's what I nicknamed, but Pharaoh Seed got 3 kills now, so that's pretty cool. He's going to bring his Lantern, knowing he could probably easily take me out because I have hardly any health. He goes for the Surf. No biggie, takes me out. So I'm going to be able to bring something else in to threaten him out. And it looks like it's going to be, I have this match in control anyways right about now because I have this Skythra still, and like I said, Choice Band and U-Turn should be able to take this thing out. If he wanted to switch, it should be able to hit whatever he switched into really hard also. So I just went for the U-Turn, takes out a lantern, and I don't think he has anything left but that Clink Clink, I believe that's called. And I'm gonna go to Ocho because I have the hidden power Fire and or Earthquake. Either one could probably take him out because I am Life Orb. And I figured he probably is just going to want to set up a gear grind here because he probably knows he can't beat me if he doesn't get some stat boost up. This is kind of his last ditch effort. So he does just go for the gear grind. I'm going to throw out a hidden power Fire and hopefully it'll take him out. I'm pretty sure it will because I am life orbed and stuff, even though it's not in the sun. It's super effective. And it takes out this Kling Kling, this Asian named Kling Kling here. And that's going to be a good game. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will come check me out. So thanks.